The more comfortable you become at cutting crown molding, the less daunting some of these angles will be. In this small mock-up, we're suggesting that maybe the ends here go around the pilasters, around a fireplace. And you'll notice that these are just a series of inside and outside corners. The real problem, it seems, would be cutting something this small. When you look at it, that little edge is just a series of outside corners with an inside corner on the other side. So really, when you look at it, this piece is one that I want to make 3/4 of an inch wide, and that will transition from this edge to the other one. It's a lot easier than you think. Let's go to the miter saw and I'll show you how to do it. Now here's that piece we're going to cut. This is left outside corner. And again, here's our mark that always goes up against the fence. I'm already set at 33.9. I'm going to slide my miter over to 31.6 on the other side, and that is the cut for this. And as long as I've got it there, I'm just going to slide this piece of trim up until it touches the saw blade body, and then I'm going to leave it there. Now I want to make this piece 3/4 of an inch long. Normally the backs of these, you may find them, they have indexing scales on them. This doesn't have anything, so let's make one of our own. I'm going to put a pencil line on this piece of trim, and I'm going to extend that pencil line up the back side. Because I want to cut a piece off that's 3/4 of an inch, I'm going to extend the pencil line I just wrote there to 3/4 here, and I'm going to put another line 1/8 of an inch away from that. So here's how this works. I'm going to take our original lines and I'm going to slide my piece closer to the blade, to that 3/4 inch mark. And because I know that this is 1/8 of an inch blade, I'm going to put it 1/8 of an inch closer. When I cut this piece of trim, because it's laying flat, watch what happens to this piece. That piece stayed right there. It's a great way to cut trim. Now, while I'm holding this prop, let's talk about one more trick with crown molding. Let's just say you have a wall that either ends into another room or goes up a set of stairs where you don't want to continue the crown. It's real easy to stop the crown there, and rather than put a small block in, put a small piece of that crown that forms a nice close. The way to do that is, if we look at this prop, this is our outside corner. By taking the mating outside corner and setting up your miter saw to cut it just at 90 degrees from the bottom up, you'll provide a piece that slips perfectly into that end, providing a beautiful close to the crown. Okay. I'm just going to assemble it in this corner.